Ngiqale usebenza apha 1996. Siqale nge-container A1, singenambane, singenamanzi, saphila ke ngokuba sikhule sincedwa i-community yalapha esipha amanzi, sizama ukutsala nombane. Then from there yaba ngunyaka sadibana nomama okuthiwa nguJane. Uthe uJane uba involved yakhe apha kule clinic, and then waba luncedo sakwazi ukuthi sidibane nabantu okuthiwa ngu-I4 abakwazi ukuthi babe zi-fundraisers zethu. Then oko sinabo uzoma namhlanje, and ngoba kho kwale clinic unintsi utshintsho lwenzekileyo apha ekhaya elitsha nakubantu abazisizilwanyana apha, because kuqala bekungabile ubona umuntu akathathe inja iwalk akahambe nayo mhlawumbi ufumaniseke uba uya ebaleni njengento eqhela isenzeka ithuba lonke. But since kukho le clinic ngoku abantu they are aware ukuthi inje iyanid ukuthi ikhutshwe eyadini ukuthatha iwalk nayo, and abantu bayazi ukuthi before ube nenja kubalekile ukuthi ube nehoki yayo, ibe nesityana amanzi, uyazi ukuthi unegate phambi koba ucinga uba nenjani. So basically usukela ngoku abantu nabo bayayazi ukuthi izinja ziyavalwa, and I doubt ukuthi noba ungabuza kubani umuntu uyayazi 6 months inje imele ivalwe, and then bayayazi isizathu soba utheni izinja zivaliwe.
Yeah, it's I think I had probably, like lots of English people, had a lot of preconceptions before I came out here about what it was going to be like and things, and they've all been totally just destroyed basically. So it's been great working out here. There's a lot of dogs in Kalicha, and a lot of dogs that need treatment and things, but more than anything I've been really impressed at the owners. The owners really care about their dogs. They bring them in, not just when they're sick but also for routine treatments and things, and the dogs are generally well cared for. People have this impression, I think, that there's a lot of neglect and cruelty, and it's not that at all. You see a lot of things here that you don't see elsewhere, that's for sure. Obviously there was the story about the dog being buried, but that's kind of one that everybody knows. So, but otherwise, I mean, this little dog is kind of the dog I've taken on, and he came in because he'd had a bit of a road traffic accident, and his front leg was kind of very badly injured, big wound and broken and things, and the then owners had put some bandage over it, but they'd put an elastic band round, so it basically acted as a tourniquet, so the whole of his leg had basically died. And I don't think it wasn't their fault, it was just a kind of ignorance kind of thing. So I kind of had to make the call as to whether to put him to sleep or whether to amputate and things. So as you can see, I decided to amputate, and I've kind of taken him on and things. So and that was my first limb amputation and things. So he's definitely stuck in my memory for a case that I've seen and things. But a lot of owners don't like three-legged dogs, so they wouldn't take him back afterwards because they don't like dogs that have had kind of, I suppose, mutilations and things. So yeah.
This dog's name is Warrior. and the name Warrior was given to it after it was buried alive by two groundsmen of a local Kailicha high school. But the dog was rescued by Mtsananda Dog Clinic after a whistleblower had made them aware of the dog situation. And Warrior was treated for minor injuries and shock, but he is in a good stable condition and responding very well to treatment. We salute you, Warrior Dog. We salute you.
Ruby was a little dog that was brought in here, and she was run over by a car. So she was a very sweet dog, and one of our volunteer vets from the UK, Sophie, fell in love with Ruby, and she decided, instead of putting her down, because the owner didn't want Ruby anymore, instead of putting her down, she decided to amputate her leg, and she fell in love with Ruby, and we all fell in love with Ruby. And I think people in the township still struggle with dogs with 3 legs, and no one really wanted to adopt Ruby. And Ruby hung around here for months and months, and eventually one of our clients came here and said, I love that dog, I want that dog. And she adopted Ruby, and she's been the most amazing owner, and she brings Ruby back, and Ruby still loves us and remembers us. But Ruby's really happy living with her new owner.
Yabona umnqweno wami eninawo actually kwiKhayelitsha iphela nakweliphini icala elinabantu abaphilayo. Ingase umuntu xa ebona isilwanyana silimele endleleni okanye ene problem nomakhelwane wakhe nenja zakhe, ngcono kuqhakamishelane nathi asifonele ibe sithi abakwazi ukuthi bayisote ezi problem, not bazama usisotela ngokwabo, because uyisota ngokwakho iba ingxaki kwisilwanyana, because anikuzuyisota ohlobo thina bese akwazi uyinceda ngayo lento. Because mostly ngoku inje ezininzi apha zifumana poisoning, and le poisoning nayo asiyazi ukuthi ifumane kaphi, kodwa kuthiwa iyathengiswa kwindawo ezithile. Yabona, so umuntu xa problem uthenga le poison impuku ayoyigalela kwinja engenzanga nto lanja, because ayazi into yona. So besicela kakhulu ukuthi umuntu one-problem nenja either uqhamishelana thina okanye azame ukuya kwi-police station ekufutshane kunaye, azame uchaza le problem anayo, and then bakwazi ukuthi amapolisa aqhamishelane nathi sikwazi ukuthi siyoyinceda loo nto. Same nenja etshayiswe imoto apha endleleni, nayo ayonto ifuna nje uvele udlule nje uba inja uyeke esendleleni. Unako ukwazi umise uyibeke ecaleni, if uyabona ipedle injured ukhawuleze ufonele thina sokwazi ukuthi sizayithatha loo nto.
One sunny day in the streets of Khayelitsha, in my best mood ever, I was struck by a big tragedy when a speeding car knocked me over and my head was in a spin. The next thing when I opened my eyes, I was in hospital with whole other dogs barking and howling. I couldn't understand what was happening until I tried to stand up, but I tripped and fell. And that's when it came to my senses that I've been amputated my front left limb. My previous owner didn't want me, thinking I'm dogless with only 3 legs, not knowing I was more than the dog he once owned as a pet. I urge all dog owners out there not to give up hope on their pets once they are injured, because that is when we really need your tender love and care. That's all we want, tender love and care. And to all other dogs who are injured, please don't give up hope. Fight until the end, because that's when our struggle starts, when we are injured. But that does not make us dogless. Ow! 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 So, Uyafun'undazi. My name is Tripod. I am the warrior dog with 3 legs, and I'm the happiest dog God has ever created.
I have no human words or phrases to tell my story. I don't live, I survive. To you, I'm just another animal. With my bite marks, I force my way forward. Step into my paws and feel my bark as it's that of a proud lion. Call me Shaka, because I am a warrior dog.
Uyafun'undazi.